So Black Adam has surprised a lot of people, not only with how much people are actually enjoying the film, but with the disparity between what the critics think of the film and what the audience thinks of the film. And also a lot of people are saying that this could be the beginning of the downfall of Marvel and the rise of the DCEU. Let's check it out. If you enjoy videos like this, if you enjoy Marvel news, Star Wars news, just pop culture news in general with no punches pulled, then hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into the video. So like I said, this is what happens whenever you treat the fans right. Whenever you actually have actors and creators who care about not only making a good film, but making something that's fun for the audience, the existing audience of what you're making. Now, Marvel is trying to make things that are fun, but fun for the wrong people. They're trying to capture a new audience instead of just playing to the audience that they already have. DC is figuring out that, hey, if we just sit here and we figure out what works with the audience that we already have, DC comes with a built-in audience. If we just play to that audience, we will make a boatload of money, and we could even overthrow Marvel, because Marvel is making things like She-Hulk right now that no one of their existing audience actually likes. Nobody likes that, and no one cares about She-Hulk in the first place. I mean, look, every time I say that, people come after me in the comments saying, actually, I'm a big She-Hulk fan from the comic books, and I actually kind of enjoy the show. And it's like, nobody really cares, man. Like, the masses aren't going to care about She-Hulk in the first place. And then if you make a show that insults the fans that actually do care about She-Hulk even a little bit, you're gonna fail miserably. And that's what Marvel has shown a track record of doing recently, while DC is taking the opposite route, and they're having tweets like this from Dwayne Johnson, who is the leading man of the movie and also had a lot to do with the movie creatively. And spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it and you don't know what happens in the post-credit scene, I'm gonna mention something right here, so I might want to close your ears for a second. They're bringing Henry Cavill back. The Snyder Cut came out a couple years ago. It's obvious that they're going in a certain direction that the fans have been begging for them to go in, and that's how you make money. Dwayne Johnson tweeted out this: "The phenomenal 90% audience score for Black Adam is so gratifying for so many reasons. Thank you all so much for the love and support. In the end, the only thing that matters to me is sending the people home happy." That's something that Marvel has lacked from their actors and from their creatives. Marvel, while DC has people like The Rock coming out and saying things like the only thing that he cares about is sending the fans home happy, Marvel is saying that the only thing they care about is spreading propaganda and, preemptively, before the shows and before the movies even come out, blaming the fans for the failure of the movies and shows for being misogynist or sexist or whatever they decide to use, whatever istophobe phrase they decide to use for that movie or for that show. Let's go check in on the Rotten Tomatoes scores for Black Adam. They're still looking really good. If you go to the audience score, it's 90%. All audience is up to 92% with 10,000 plus ratings. The critics is 39 for the all critics, and for just the top critics, it's 29%, which is really bad. Shocker. The audience and the critics don't agree. It's a crazy trend that is becoming more and more strong as time goes on, that the critics don't like things that the audience likes. The critics only like things that push woke agendas. They only like things that the audience doesn't like. It's crazy. A lot of people in my last video were coming after me saying it's not a big success. Black Adam having just good audience scores isn't a big success for DC because the movie only made, what was it, 67 million domestically in its opening weekend. And I understand, like, I said that in my last video, it's not a huge box office success yet. But neither was Top Gun whenever that first came out, and the word of mouth spread on that for so long, and it went on a crazy streak in the box office. I'm not saying that Black Adam is going to be the next Top Gun, Maverick I'm talking about. But I think that it could have a very positive effect on the box office. I think the very positive word of mouth that it's getting, especially in comparison to Marvel right now, which is getting very bad press for Black Panther Wakanda Forever, I think that this could have a very, very positive effect on Black Adam's future at the box office and how long it's going to stay in the theaters. I really think that this could have a really positive effect on it, and I think it could start to overthrow Marvel. I think even if this doesn't have an extreme positive effect, even if it does just make a couple $100 million, I think that this is probably going to end up making probably, I would say 700 million, but I know people are saying a lot lower. Some people are even saying higher than that. I would say around 700 million. With the positive press that it's getting, I think it'll make around 700, maybe 650, something like that, but it's going to make money. Even if it only makes a couple $100 million, the positive word of mouth that DC is getting, that Black Adam is getting from this movie, is going to carry DC in a very positive direction. It reinforces the direction that they're going in. It lets them know that they're doing something right. And we've seen that they've had a bunch of leadership changes. DC has had leadership changes. Warner Bros. As a whole has had leadership changes. And it seems like those people are making very good decisions. And stuff like this is only going to help to keep pushing them in that positive direction that they're moving in. You know, bringing Henry Cavill back, releasing the Snyder Cut, having movies come out like Black Adam that is just fun for the audience. There's no messaging involved. It's just a true superhero comic book movie, whatever you want to call it. It's just fun. That's all we ask for. It's just have fun with no messaging involved. Then we go to this article. Black Adam rocks with 140 million global bow. Ticket to Paradise nears 100 million international box office. So 140 million internationally. A lot of people are saying that that's not that good. I think that's pretty good. You know, for a movie that doesn't have a massive draw. It's not a Marvel movie. It's not a Disney movie. It's not the best. Like I said, it's not killing it at the box office, but I think it's doing good enough to where this movie's not going to be seen as a failure within DC, and the positive press could propel it to really good heights at the box office. But like I said, more importantly, the positive press, the positive audience reactions for the movie is going to keep DC, Warner Bros. Steering in the right direction when it comes to the future of the DCEU. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think that this is true, that this movie is a success regardless of how much it makes at the box office because of the positive perception? Or do you think that this could actually still be a failure even though the audience has a really positive reception to it? Could it really be a failure if it doesn't make a lot of money at the box office? Let me know what you think in the comments about the whole situation. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. If you want to follow me on Twitter, the link to that will be in the description as well. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope to see you on the next one.